These are a few of my favourite things.
I'm finally doing my October and November favourites.
I've been waiting for you.
I have been meaning to do this since end of October when I was meant to do the October favourites, but I have been working a lot and I've had a lot on, so I didn't find the time to do it, so I'm doing it now. So first of all, October was not a good month for me. I was meant to get my student loan back in September, and the whole of October I was like, are you sending it to me? Are you sending it to me? And they were like, oh yeah, we are, it's on the way. And then it didn't come through in October, so the whole of October I was like, because since March, schools in the UK had been closed, so I hadn't been working. And then they opened again in September, and I was hoping work would pick up again, but it didn't. So then in October, I was like, are you going to have me working or not? And schools still weren't needing many supply teachers for some reason. So it wasn't until the end of October that I started getting work again. So for the most of October, I was like, what am I doing with my life?
I think I might like to slob around here all morning.
How hard it's been. I'm just trying to tell you how hard it's been.
That's what you're doing with your life, just throwing it in the gutter.
Infinitely depressing.
I just want it to stop.
And uni didn't start up again till the end of October. So the whole of October I was like trying to read, but finding it hard to concentrate because I was like, I need to be working and saving and stuff. So that was annoying. And also in October, it got really cold in Manchester. So the flat was cold again for the first time in a year. And last year when I moved in, it was single glazed. So they installed double glazing sometime like in January of last year. And when I moved in, I had no idea how cold it would be. So in October, when it was getting cold, and because I would rather buy books, so I don't put the heating on because I can't afford that, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. And it's going to be cold until like March because it's the north in the UK. So that was getting me down. So I was stressing out about work, stressing out about money, pretty depressed because of how cold it was. So that wasn't good. So it kind of just felt like my life was going to shit. Even though it wasn't really, because it turned out all right, but it felt like it was going to shit at the time. So October, I had meant to do Victober, but I literally had no motivation at all. So that wasn't good. October was probably the worst month of 2020 so far, which is saying a lot. That what 2020's been like. I mean, that's not any favourite so far, but I'm going to get into the favourites because the month ended up being okay at the end of it, kind of. So my favourite thing was the Mariah Carey memoir that came out in October.
What she said, what she did too, can you show me again, sister, please?
I really enjoyed reading that, and it was easy to read, so even though I was feeling shit, this cheered me up for the most part. So I enjoyed that. I also was watching some movies because I had nothing else to do. I watched Cleopatra, the Elizabeth Taylor movie, and I loved that movie. It was like 4 hours long. Like I had it on DVD and I had to put 2 DVDs in because it was so long. But I really loved that, the makeup in it. Even the plot, I don't really know anything about Cleopatra. I was literally watching it like, oh, wait, no, he's not dead. He is dead. What's going to happen with her? How is she going to get out of this? So it was really good. And there were actually some really good, funny moments in it. So it was really, really good.
How dare you and the rest of your barbarians set fire to my library? Play conqueror all you want, mighty Caesar. Rape, murder, pillage thousands, millions of human beings. But neither you nor any other barbarian has the right to destroy one human thought.
The acting in it was really good. It's the only old style, like, epic Hollywood movie that I've actually liked, that I've seen. I was captivated for the whole 4 hours I was watching it, so I love that.
And the woman asked, was this well done of your lady? And the servant answered, extremely well.
And now I want to find out more about the ancient Egyptians as well. Anything else? I liked watching Keeping Up Appearances. A British comedy. It's quite famous, but it's basically about this woman who always tries to make out she's posh. So I love Keeping Up Appearances. I was listening to, is it a song called Macadam? I think it's by a French artist. But I really like listening to it. It's like French, just chill out music.
On veut nous faire croire à des mythes perdus, des passages de l'histoire falsifiés et revus, de Ramsès à Mandela, que de vérité tue, en ignorant.
I feel very, very sophisticated listening to Macadam. I also enjoyed watching old Coronation Street clips on YouTube. So I've been inserting loads of those because Coronation Street just used to be so good and sassy.
Les, we've got to talk.
You scum, Karen. Selfish, lying, cheating, money-grabbing scum.
Ooh, nasty gash.
Don't you go calling me names, you old slag!
I stopped watching it in about 2015 because the plot lines just became so drawn out.
This all feels horribly predictable. Just zhush it up a bit.
And it was annoying, so I stopped watching it then, but just the old characters were so good.
Ken had to find out. Today of all days.
Of course he did. I found out that my mother had slept with my boyfriend. My mother!
Your boyfriend? He's not your boyfriend. You've hardly known him 5 minutes.
No, you twisted everything. I mean, it's me that's hurt here, Gran. It's me.
Oh, it's always you, isn't it, Tracy? You're never happy. You're never satisfied. Haven't you put your parents through enough?
Them? I mean, what about what they put me through? Oh, and I shouldn't think my dad will be that bothered by the news. I mean, it's not as if Mum's not had her knickers down for men before, is it?
You nasty-mouthed little madam.
From 2000 to 2014, Coronation Street was amazing.
Oh, those were the days.
And then since then, I mean, I haven't really been watching it since then, but I feel like it's tanked. So I love watching the old Corrie clips. And then I also discovered that Conrad started a channel again. I used to watch his channel and he was my favourite booktuber ever. I loved the way he talked about books. Then I found that he'd started a new channel. He'd come back to booktube. So if you don't know who he is, go and subscribe to him. For the most part, he just does like short, snappy, like 4-minute reviews of books, and his reviews are just brilliant and to the point and clever. So you should definitely follow him because he's wonderful, and I am so glad he's back on booktube, because I probably wouldn't have started my channel if I'd never seen his videos, because I just loved the way he talked about books and he inspired me to pick up so many books. So yeah, I think that's basically it for October. So then in November, it was my birthday. So I had my birthday, I got books. It was nice. It was a Tuesday, and on Tuesdays I had uni, so uni started up again. My student loan came in on like the 1st of November, so I was like, yes, finally. Phew, it all worked out. I was back to uni, and then I started getting loads of work in schools.
Don't hang up, I'm in. Yeah, now what job is it? Yes, I've got a pen.
So now I'm back doing supply teaching in schools, which comes with its own challenges. Hello, homophobia, my old friend.
Kids on every corner, lurking and spitting. How dare you talk to me like that?
But for the most part, I do really enjoy teaching.
I am here to teach you all a lesson.
There was one day that I was teaching these Year 9s Jane Eyre, and it was just wonderful. It was so nice. But other lessons, they do take the piss. But every lesson is so different, so I really enjoy supply teaching. I am really glad to be working again. That means money. And then uni was in full swing again. But for the most part, I'd gone from like doing nothing since like last March, like just being a flaneur, to now working, studying. And then October kind of really wiped me out emotionally and mentally. So that, it was quite a lot. November, like it was really good to have all this stuff being busy again, but it was like all of a sudden it went from like 0 to not 100, but like 0 to 80, and my body was like, I am not ready for this. So November overall was a pretty good month, but it wasn't like as good as it could have been because issues from October. So in November, oh, as well as uni and work, I started therapy because I needed it after October. Like, I had to be referred in October.
I'm on pills, for God's sake! I'm on pills, for God's sake! I'm on pills, for God's sake! I'm on pills, for God's sake!
Your progress has plateaued. Does that disappoint you?
I'm ambivalent. In fact, that's my new favorite word.
You are torn between two opposing courses of action. How much will you indulge in your flaws? What are your flaws? Are they flaws? Big questions, big decisions.
I'm in behaviour management therapy, which I very much need. That is going well, actually. So I'm really, really glad that things are, you know, on the rise. What else did I do in November? I was watching the Alien movies. I'd seen them pretty much before, but I wanted to watch them again properly. So I loved watching them again. Ooh, I had a poem published. I'd only ever had one poem published before then, which was a Christmas poem that I won. It wasn't a competition. It was kind of a competition, but not. I didn't win anything. I just won it getting published on someone's website. So I had another poem published in an online anthology. It was called the Buzzin' Bards Anthology. So I'll link it down below. But it was nice to have a poem published because, you know, it cheered me up.
Are you sure that being a poet is quite respectable? Wouldn't something executive be nicer?
Musically, in November, I was liking. I think she's like Jamaican. But she's called like Shenshi, and she speaks in like patois in the song, so I can barely understand what she's saying, but I like it anyway. But I really like her songs. Her songs are really fun.
The black matic, tougher than a dumb said in a school. Now drop my gal ever in murder and mood. Bad alone bitch, that are the truth. Plus I be a bad girl rolling on my bumbo clad crew. Me never lose a fight to no lick a fool. Girl I feel bungle up like I said them a call a loo. Bad alone, that are the truth. Plus I be a bad girl rolling on me crew.
So because my student loan came in, I bought the books for my birthday, and then because I had money, I was like, Christmas is coming up, so I'm gonna get some Christmas jumpers because I already had this one, which is my PlayStation one, and I already had my Grinch onesie from last year, but on Instagram they kept coming up as suggested, and they were Disney ones, and I was like, I have to get these, so I ordered those, and I love them. I love my Disney Christmas jumpers. And I also have another Christmas jumper that I got last year as well. So I already had 3 pieces of Christmas attire. So no, I did not need Christmas jumpers. But, you know, in my videos, I want to be able to wear different jumpers. So I got those. And I also had this one from last year, which is based on this like viral YouTube video. It's that one of like that angry Glaswegian mother going, disgusting.
Sherloid by Sherloid or Rebecca G. Then. And don't forget on the trouble we got into.
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting. Disgusting. Disgusting.
So I've got a Christmas jumper based on that, which I also like. But I think on Christmas Day, I'll probably wear my Grinch onesie. My last favourite thing from November is that I finally completed my collection of Nigella DVDs. So I've been watching those.
That a wooden spoon and a regular bowl would be just fine. And this just needs to be mixed until it starts clumping together like wet sand.
She's got her latest TV series out at the moment, so I don't know if they'll make a DVD of that, so will I get that? Maybe?
Sorry folks, but that's the truth.
But I literally have all the DVDs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Is that 8 DVDs I have of her? Which is just of her cooking and chatting, and I love them. I just love the clips so much. So prepare to see a lot of Nigella clips over the next few months, I guess. Yeah, that is my wrap up for October and November. And now it's nearly time for my December favourites as well, so prepare to see more Disney merchandise in that. How was your October and November, if you can remember? Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.
I'll be back before you know it, big boy.
The Little Love Network Pictures. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. You're so consumed with how much you get. You waste your time with hate and regret.